everybody, it's Angela and I am back with another layout video. And for this layout, I'm going to use this Note to Self collection by Echo Park and a few other pieces of paper that I pulled in, one of which is this one from the farmhouse paper pad that had this beautiful wood grain paper, which I'm going to use as my background. And then the extra random sheets I'm just going to cut up for part of my matting. I did mat the photo on papers from the Note to Self collection, and then I also used more scraps from that collection to layer behind this large mat. And here you can see I've cut into this collection before, but I just really love the colors of it with this photograph. Now this whole layout is one I did quite a while ago, and I just had not turned it into a video, had not edited it, so I thought I would go ahead and do that today. And it was when we were living here at the farm and we were just camping, so we didn't have any electricity, we didn't have running water, and the cell phone doesn't work out here either. So what do? Well, you find an old novel, an old Louis L'Amour Western, and you take turns reading it aloud. And so that's what we were doing when I took this picture. And this collection was perfect because it had a few book themed sentiments that you saw me cut out of the paper. Also has three alphas on there and some other stickers. So I'm liking that. And I also liked the colors because the photograph is kind of monochromatic there with a lot of just browns and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Now I do ink the edges of those little sentiments when I put them on there, and then I didn't really have much else besides the sticker sheet, so I went ahead and used my dies to cut out a bunch of flowers to put on here in just the same colors. And so I'm really liking that. We have a great time. We do this occasionally, and we discuss the plot, we discuss problems with the plot, with editing, with character development, with sometimes we'll make fun of characters or we'll add voices to characters. And so we have a great time taking turns reading aloud to each other. And there's been a lot of times where we just, have been kind of didn't have power or anything. So we had to find things to do together. So it's kind of a good exercise. It gets you talking about things you might not have normally discussed. And so I went ahead and pulled off the larger alpha to do part of my title, which is reading. And then I used one of the tile alphas on that sheet to do the word aloud. So that's going to be my title. And I'm just going to use the top of this mat as kind of a place to line up the larger word here. And I'm just going to put aloud down below. So I'm really liking that, and this is kind of one of my go-to things, cascading flowers from one edge to another, kind of diagonally across the layout, and I really love to do those. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, these flowers, they need some flower centers on them, and since was a Western that we were reading, and the silver studs just seemed to work really well. And plus they had them in several different sizes, so I could vary the sizes depending on the size of the flower. And it just brings the pop of shine to this layout because the photograph kind of has a little bit of a matte finish to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on there, and I'm just using either glue stick or hot glue for most of the things on this layout. And then it's just a matter of getting a nice mix of the colors distributed through that cascade. Then I went back to the sticker sheet. I like these little word fragments that were on there, and you can also see that I put right next to that kind of corkboard mat at the bottom, I have a round sticker that's notes, a little tab sticker, and there's another little round sticker just above the best things in life are not things. So I had put those on there, and then these word fragments. And then on that corkboard paper, that's where I'm going to put my journaling. So I'm just looking at where to position these fragments so that it flows and feels right, and also so that it positions it so that there's about the same amount of space between the top edge and my embellishments and the bottom edge of the paper and my embellishments, so it looks even on the page. So I'm liking that. And then I took a black pen and did my journaling on there, and you can see I did some brown ink that I inked around those "you can't judge a book by its cover," those things that I cut out of the background paper. There you can see the picture. It was just a one-off picture, so that was the only picture I had to tell this story, but it's something that means a lot to me, so I wanted to make sure that it got documented. So that was my finished layout, very quick layout today. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.